All right, so first we're going to log in. So this is the Linux desktop. Here you have your applications, right? So this is the first thing you need to know. So your applications are on the side. And one thing here on the top right corner, you click on settings. And here there are different settings, like in Windows. Think of this setting as control panel in Windows. So here you can change your network card, your IP address, for example, here in Windows, remember? So you can either assign automatic or manually. You can also assign manual IP address. You also have IP version 6. You can identify if you have multiple network card, you can identify multiple network card here. So it's pretty simple. So DNS, or if you click on manual, you can assign an IP address, subnet mask, and the DNS address. You guys know what default gateway is? What is the default gateway?
It's like the door to the internet, basically.
Yes, it's the door to, or the exit interface outside of your network. That could be an internet, or that could be another network in a different subnet. So if you don't have the correct default gateway, you will not be able to access any computer outside of your own local area network. So yes, so here you can do the settings. Bluetooth, I don't have a Bluetooth in my computer, so you can access, you can configure Bluetooth applications. There are some, all your applications are here, okay? So you can, depending on the application, you can have, you can either enable, disable the application. Also, all the built-in application, you will see all the built-in application and the application that you install, okay? What else is here? Power setting, if you want the computer to sleep, blank screen after 5 minutes, 10 minutes. What else there? Mouse pad, screen display. If you have a multiple display, you can set your setting of your multiple display here. It does not appear here because I'm not using multiple display now. Keyboard, you can also install printers. This is what we are going to do when you come to the school. We will install different type of printers, because in the lab I have different type of printers that we'll install with the on a Linux network. Removable media. Okay, so here there are different options for your removable media. You can add USB, DVD, whatever. Appearance. So this is the standard appearance, which I like very much. I like this color. But if you want, you can change it. You can also use different themes here, like Windows. Okay. Date and time. And here you can change your date and time setting. Also, if you want to know what version of Windows, this is compared to in Windows, when you go to your computer information, this is how you get the information, properties, and then you find out the name of the computer, processor, and the type of Windows operating system, the version of Windows operating system. So this is similar to that. You click about, memory, processor, operating system name, and the version. So it's Ubuntu 20.0.43, type of operating system, memory, processor. So yeah, so as you can see, Ubuntu is very versatile operating system. You can use basically Ubuntu instead of Windows. And like I said, it's very useful if you have an old computer, especially with Windows XP. And if you come to when you come to the school, you will see when we're going to install these Ubuntu on different platform, it's very fast. It's much faster than even Windows 7 and XP in all the platform, older CPUs and then less memory. Okay, so by default, Ubuntu's web browser is Firefox. I'm sure most of you have already familiar with Firefox. There's not much to learn in Firefox.
Sir,
Okay. Yes.
when I installed my Ubuntu, I went on Chrome and I tried to install Chrome, and I got an error message telling me it wasn't supported.
No, it is supported. I have installed Chrome.
No, for
I don't
sure,
know.
yeah. I don't know. It's just that's every time I downloaded Chrome and went to open the download file to do the setup, I got that message saying file not supported.
You got to do it from the App Store type thing that they have. You can't do it from Google directly.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
No, you can also. It depends. It's different. Like some.
But Chrome doesn't work on Linux install. I've always had that problem, but when I download it from their the package store, there's no problem at all.
So either you can download from there if it doesn't work, or through the command line. That's a different part. I will go over how to install different application later on. That's why I'm not talking about like installing Chrome and plus I want you to practice with the Firefox as well. Okay. So we're gonna install Chrome later on when we cover the section installing application, because there's more to it. It's not all application can be installed through GUI. Some of the application you have to go through the command line. And older version of Google Chrome, I would say up until last year, was only you were only able to install those version through the command line. But the newer version, you can install directly from Google, and I have done it. Okay. So like I said, so we'll go, or we'll practice different because we need to know all the kind of different methods installing application. This is what we talk about. We were talking about packages, installing packages. Okay. All right, so but for now, I want you to use Firefox, because Firefox is actually very secure, and a lot of companies only use Firefox. So you should also learn how to use Firefox. So at this point, we're not going to install Google Chrome. We're going to install later on. Okay. Now, so you have Google Chrome, you have mail client. These days, nobody uses mail clients, especially at home. Maybe in companies, because everybody uses internet mails like Gmail or Microsoft Outlook. But there is a mail client that some company uses that you can configure your email address, and you can also use your internet email account and configure it here. Okay. Okay, right now I'm just going over basics. Then later on we will go into the detail of how to configure mails, how to install applications, either through command line or through using GUI. All right, one of the things that you guys probably is very different from Windows. Okay, I'm going to compare things with Windows, because you guys are used to using Windows, right? So when you go to your Windows here, you see different drives. E drive, F drive, your C drive is your root drive, right? And then you can create different partitions. In Ubuntu, there's no such thing as drive ladders. So this is not what you're going to see, okay? What you're going to see is your home directory. Everything is under your home directory. Think of your home directory as your as the C drive, and everything else like E drive. So when you create partitions, for example, E drive in Windows, it assign a drive letter, E or D, whatever the drive letter. But in in Ubuntu, when you create a partition, it's created as a folder. Okay, and this is later on we're going to discuss. Okay, how to create partition, how to manipulate Linux file system. So here, this is your home directory. Okay, so you have, so if you download anything, it will be downloaded in your home directory. Okay, so you see, I installed Google Chrome from Google
Yeah,
Google site.
I got to that step too, sir. And for me, when I the issue I was having is when I go to open that, that's when I get the error message and it doesn't let me
Exactly.
proceed.
So we're going to see what.
Okay, no problem.
Okay, later on when we get to the point. Okay, so I have different. So so they're downloaded in your download directory. Then you have, just like Windows, pictures folder. This is all related to you, the user that you created. Remember, during the installation, you created a user account. Okay, so that's the user account. So all this is belong to that user. And again, we're going to talk about later on how to create multiple users and how to log in with different user. Also, this is I added external drive in virtual machine. So do you guys know how to add USB in virtual machine, USB drive? If not, we will go over that also again a little bit later. You can create you can attach your internet account, for example, Gmail, so you can have access to your Google Drive. So if you wanna, because these days everybody's using cloud. I don't know about you, but me, I don't store my data. I don't store data on my computer, local computer. Everything that I have is on the cloud, mainly Google. But I also back up on the local computer because you can synchronize your Google Drive to your computer. So anything that you store in your Google Drive is also copied to your local drive as a backup. So in case if you lose your Google account for some reason, it's either it's hacked or whatever reason, you still have your data on your hard drive. Okay. The reason I store everything on the cloud, especially Google Drive, because I use multiple computers, even at home. This computer that I'm using now is just for teaching. Then I have told you I have MacBook plus tablet and phone. So it became a necessity using cloud. Do you guys use cloud?
I don't use it for any work or school related stuff, but whenever I take screenshots or record video on my Xbox, I upload it to OneDrive and then I download it from OneDrive with my phone to upload it online.
Exactly. So OneDrive is also, yeah, I also use OneDrive. Okay. So, but I encourage you guys to use Google Cloud more and more. A lot of people think it's less secure because of the security. People think that it's not secure, your data on Google on the cloud. But let me tell you, it's more secure on the cloud than on your own computer. Google is one of the richest and the biggest company in the world, and Microsoft as well. They have the best security measures, best security software in the world. Okay, and your own computer does not have those type of security, so it's more secure on the cloud than on your own computer. Somebody can easily install a virus on your computer and wipe your whole hard drive. And it happened to many students. They install some program from the internet, even it looks legitimate, but it's a virus, and it just deletes their documents, files, except program. It deletes everything. Okay, but it cannot happen on Google Cloud. I've been using cloud for many years. I have never had any security issues with the cloud so far. So you can actually, so here, you see there's a direct link. You can create a link and you can access it. Right now, I'm not able to access it because I haven't unmounted. I changed my password, so I have to re-enable it. But I'm going to show you again later on how you can add your online account to your home folder, and this you can use it as a drive. Okay. What else I want to show you here is there's desktop. So anything that's on your desktop is here. You have other locations, like for example, I have a network drive that appears here. You also have Windows. Since I'm not connected to the network, so I will not be able to access any Windows share. But again, when you come to the school, there you'll practice how to configure, how to access Windows, for example, your Windows Server, resources on Windows Server through Ubuntu. And then you have your Office application, LibreOffice. You can even use your Microsoft. Okay, so this is Office Writer. Okay, this is like Microsoft Word. You can open a Word file in here. You can also create a document and open in Microsoft Word. And this is just as good as Microsoft Word. And what else is there in... Here is the software center. This is, so here, let's see what software. So this is just like your app store, either in Android or in Windows or Windows App Store. Okay, so here you can search for, you can see what softwares are installed. You can also update. Okay. And here you can also search for new software. So let's see, Chrome. So you can install Chrome either from here, but it does not always give you the right version. So it's searching. That's the thing about using virtual machine. It's slow, even though I have. So Chrome is not supported through App Store. So the only thing, so either you have to download from the Google and use the command line to install it, or you can directly install from Google. I just installed it like 2 days ago in school. I'll show you. And it installed without going through the command line or the App Store. So here you can search apps. You have many different type of apps. I don't know, VLCs. You guys know what VLC is, right?
I'm not familiar with VLC. Oh, yes.
Video LAN.
Downloadable content.
Media, yeah, the ultimate media player. Okay, so if you want to watch videos in Ubuntu, you can install VLC. So there are games. I don't know what games they have. I'm not into games.
Yes,
No,
sir.
not DLC, VLC. I'm sorry.
Every time I want to download an app from the Ubuntu software, it says failed to install file not supported on everything.
Okay, but which do you choose from there or?
Yes. So example, let's say even if I just click on VLC, it tells me failed to install file not supported.
Yeah, that's the same issue as getting with Chrome before.
Okay, maybe, you know what? Because that's the thing. Ubuntu, it's open source. Okay, so we are using the latest version of Ubuntu. Maybe those applications are not updated. So maybe the VLC is not updated. But I have installed VLC. I don't know why you're having this.
Yeah. Otherwise, what I can do is I'm gonna remake another VM. Use our srv02 file, and I last time I checked the Ubuntu that we
Look,
had.
I have VLC installed already. Here. Here's where's VLC. And it worked. You see? Let me see what version is this. 3.0.16. And I am using and I'm using Ubuntu. This is the version you installed, 20.4.3.
Yes.
Yeah, so it should install. Okay, if not, we have to go through. Okay, not all software are installed through through the App Store of Ubuntu. That's why you need to learn command line. So you have to install through command line. You have to get packages from command line. But this is the later topic, so we're not gonna get ahead.
Fair enough.
Okay, so but right now my objective is just to show you what you can do with the desktop. But like I said, most of the course is about learning command line. Most of the real power of Linux or Unix is the command line. So we're going to learn how to install packages using command if a package cannot be installed through the software center. Okay, so here, this is the software center. You have installed application, explore. What are they installed? These are the application are installed. Some of them I installed using the command line because they were not because I was not able to install through the software center. Okay, and some of the application we installed, I was able to install through the software center. So that's the thing about Linux. The more you use it, the more you will learn, like what features works, what features don't. Okay, so this is the software center. Okay, here terminal. Okay, usually terminal is not in your favorite. So if you want to look for the terminal, okay, here you can access your applications that are not listed in your favorite. Okay, so click here, show applications. If you see the application, choose the application. If not, you can type it here. So if I'm looking for terminal, Here's the terminal, right? You can right click and you could add to favorite because it's already added to favorite. So I don't have that option, but let's see something else. Okay, let's say this. So if you want a fast access to this application, just right click and click add to favorite. Okay, but I don't want this in my favorite, so I'm gonna remove it. Remove from favorite. Here you have all the Office application. They're not all listed in under favorite. But let's say if you use, for example, this is the PowerPoint version of LibreOffice. So if you use this frequently, right, and you don't want to go through, activities, you can add it to your favorite, add to your favorite. There you go. And you have Libre calculation. This is Libre version of Excel. Okay, so you can see for free you have all this. Why pay for, if you have an older computer, why pay for Windows 10? You can do anything in Linux that you can do in Windows 10. All right, what else here? Now, so when you click on activities here, you can search for applications as well. So terminal, or what else I would like to show you here, your sound. Okay, network setting. Okay, wired network, power off. You can lock your computer, suspend, power off, log out. What else I want to show you here? Okay, that's all. Now, to learn Ubuntu Desktop, you can click on here, help, and you have different. So this is the tutorial on Ubuntu Desktop. This is the best guide to learn Ubuntu Desktop, and it's free and it's embedded. So you don't have to buy a book. You don't have to go to YouTube, search for tutorial how to learn desktop. You can do it all here. So for example, here, your desktop. Here there are different features, how to start up application, and it tells you how to add application to the startup. So visual overview of genome, okay, application menu, cloud, calendar appointment, anything that has to do with desktop, it's here in this guide. Start application, for example, and plus, where are, and there are videos as well, okay? Where are the videos? Let me see. Networking and webmail, wireless networking. So how to connect to the Wi-Fi network, wired network, everything you need to know about the desktop is here in this tutorial, okay? And okay, that's all about the desktop.